And then like everybody like y'all was complaining about the clothes, the hair, and I'm just like, bro, y'all not paying for nothing. I'm over here, I'm having a miscarriage. Like y'all, it just felt so ungrateful to me because she puts in a lot on her end, like a lot. I've been working with her for a minute now, and she do a lot. Like, and for people to come in and be like, oh, this don't fit, and I'm like, y'all know that it's not gonna fit for real because the man had the stuff on the floor. Yeah. She done went through what's the name? You know, like she done went through too many people just to get this done, and it's supposed to been done months before this even came. So like, went in the bathroom, and that's what was going on. I really held my composure the whole time.
You did.
Like literally until
hold on, yes, and I said, no, you need to go ahead and go. She said, I'm not leaving. She did not leave, and she stayed the whole time. And so, at this point, I don't even give a damn what's going on with the show. Like, I don't even know. Like, I am not in my head at all. That's why when you said lamb, everything from that point forward was a complete blur. I don't remember a lot of stuff. Like even doing this, me and my sister had to keep going back and forth, and he had to start to remind me because it was just like, what's really important? You know what I mean? At this point, like what's really important going on? So, thank you for sharing that.
I just want to take a second and just commend you.
Yeah.
For I don't get emotional because I have 2 kids. And for you to go through all that while you're doing everybody's hair.
Don't make up my mess. Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all. I don't mean to cry.
Can we cut? Can we take a pause? Yes, that's a lot. You know, yeah, it's a lot. So, that plays into a role, which is it's a whole nother elephant in the room that we'll get into, but we'll get there in a second. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Even though that everything was going on, like, what even pushed y'all to want to continue? Because
I didn't want to. No, you know why? Let me tell you. Yes, and I saw y'all eyes. I'm like, I'm not gonna let these girls. Well, with her, I was ready to slick y'all shit back in the ponytail. Like, whatever. Figure it out. We're gonna have to figure it. We're gonna figure it out. But like, I'm like, you need to go to the hospital. But for me, y'all had already invested so much time. I just couldn't do it. I was just like, I go broke. I'm figure it out. We gonna get it done. So.
But she definitely, you wanted to stop though. You did.
Yeah, I was getting tired.
I'm like, no, we can't stop.
Yeah.
We gotta keep going.
Yeah,
You know,
I was tired, but I just couldn't. It was just like, well, what am I gonna do? They done put all this time in for months.
I hope that you know, like, I don't know if I would speak for everyone, but for me personally, like, even if you had pushed it back, like, still same energy. Still would have been ready. Still would have been there. Like, I think that this is Black women, period. Like, we feel like we have to push through too much. And, like, first of all, you pushing through a miscarriage, girl, go home. Like, what? You can go to the hospital.
Yeah. Something like that. So I'm just
it's never, like, it's never that. Your life is more important.
Right.
Your life force is always more important.
I feel like as Black women, like society just make us feel like we gotta just
be
do
strong.
We gotta be so strong that we can't just let go. And like sometimes your own peace is more important than, because that's the only thing that's keeping you going anyway. Having some sort of peace or some sort of goal or some sort of something at the end of the day that just keep you going. But if you don't have that, then what's the point? You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like sometimes they don't initiate that enough. Like take care of yourself, and then you'll be able to put that out to the world. Like you know,
and share with others. Right. I feel like had a lot of us maybe known those type of things. We would have pushed you to go home.
Yeah.
But it's personal, right? Exactly. Right.
I didn't even tell my mom until like months later, and she said she was like,
yeah.
So.
I was even asking because I remember you were doing.
But you felt it. You felt it because I was like, I can't. I got to.
Yes.
Yeah, you definitely. You felt it definitely because you kept asking like, are you okay? You need food? I'm like, I don't want nothing.
Some candy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, she gets
I
here.
want some candy. I'm craving candy.
Yeah.
Don't avoid that.
But really, for all of that to be going on, something no one could ever like predict or think. I mean, things go wrong on the day of a show, like all the time. You know, hours push back, and maybe a designer drops out, whatever. Maybe nobody has like a designer, whatever, with that. But all of this is something completely unheard of. But on the outside, you had no idea. No, like the way it flowed, because I was like outside doing the blue carpet.
That's right here. How was the so on a lighter note, you know, we can try to get a little lighter. We were still backstage. So the clothes showed up, some of them wasn't done, some of them wasn't right, some of them was whatever, but I just was like, adjust the lights so maybe the crowd don't see all the imperfections. No, straight up, I'm like, tell them to turn the lights down, because there was just so much stuff that I saw was wrong because it was rushed, because 2 days before it wasn't even done. And then you out on the blue carpet, so how was that? Because I didn't get to really see a lot of that.
It was beautiful, y'all. It was bomb. It was giving. I felt like I was like in the middle of West Hollywood. I'm not even joking. Like, we had the Four Seasons. This is very, very,
16.
Yeah. I'm like, keep the picture. Y'all had a French accent. I don't know what I got British real quick. But it was really beautiful. And then I think it's just your reputation, just the type of people that were there for you. They were just like, Marie is this, Marie is that. I'm so excited to see what she has going on. Like, it really got me even more excited. And just the entire ambiance was just people were very happy to be there. And like, we here to be truthful and tell the truth. Like, sometimes like last night or whatever, like last year was a little more. And so people, like the guests, like they were like really antsy and like, when is this start, like, what is this? Like, everyone that was there, like getting on the blue carpet and just around, they were like enjoying themselves. Like, no one had a single bad thing to say, and the turnout was like really, really big. Like, even like early on, 'cause I know people like come like later on,
right.
But no, everybody was there like early. They were excited, enjoying where they were. Like, they were just really soaking it in, and everyone was just like, oh, I can't wait to see the show. Can't wait to see the show.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Because
like,
I don't know.
No one had any idea.
See, this is stuff I don't know. I never know like this side of it. That's why sometimes my assistant will be like, "Are you excited? Like, are you happy?" And I'm like, because I don't know what it looks like. I have no idea. So and then when my mind is around all of that stuff, I ain't thinking about nothing.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like I feel like a deer in headlights, and I could see it in my pictures when I look back. I just look crazy, you know what I mean? But so that's good to know. Yeah, and we did have to put the show was late because the whole situation with the clothes, and I was afraid that the guests would get antsy. Like, when is it gonna start?
They were. Everybody was just having such a good time outside.
Right.
Entertained.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see in the VIP area if you decide to go that route.
Yeah.
Eat some food, get a little drink,
Yeah.
take some pictures,
Yeah.
film the star.
Yeah.
Maybe do an interview if
Yeah.
y'all see.
Yeah.
Got a cupcake.
Let me tell you something. When I peeked outside, we wasn't supposed to go. I did take a little peek. I saw Shawty playing the Halo, and I swear she was playing this Kanye song. And I was just like, this is just luxury. I love everything about this.
The surroundings was so much like, it was a lot of things for people to take pictures, like the grand piano, like it was just different sided that people don't see every day. So like, why not just sit in it for a second? Let's make our touch. We're not gonna come back probably.
Right, and lots of
That's the Four Seasons. It was really
Beautiful, but it felt beautiful.
it was. You just felt beautiful.
Yeah.
Even though it was behind the scenes, like, everybody knew what was going on with the clothes, I just feel like it still came out beautiful. Like, it's so beautiful. It's not how you wanted it, but it still came out.
Yeah, because for me as a creative, I see everything wrong, right? So I don't see what y'all see or what the audience see. I still can see, oh no, I don't like this, and I don't know. That could be that Libra thing too, but I don't know. Okay, so then it's showtime. You kicked it off. What was going on in your chest?
what was going on in my chest. First of all, I was mad nervous. Like, I was like, oh God, I'm nervous. I'm like, don't let me fall. Don't let me wiggle. Don't let me do nothing, Lord. Don't let me look like this. Like, I'm just thinking all the things that we've been talking about in our, you know, model coaching classes, and just like, I was just like, I just have to hit it. I just have to hit it hard. Like, that was all that was going on in my mind. I was listening to Dreams and Nightmares. Like, I'm telling y'all, I was in like, I used to play a lot of basketball, so I was in game mode.
Yeah.
I was like, there's nothing that is about to stop me
Yeah.
doing anything. Like, because I've been in other shows that I was like, oh man, I didn't feel good about my makeup, but like, I literally felt so beautiful with everything. So I was like, I am her. I actually am her, and I'm about to show y'all who she is. And like, just even leading up to the show, just going through different things in my life, like, you know, just having, you know, a friend who's just like really wanted to be a part of the show, like, you know, going through that portion, like, and then they weren't in the show, and I felt like, oh, well, why didn't you tell me about it? And I was like, because this is supposed to be something that I took a chance on. And like, even being, I've always just felt like it's upward battle for me in modeling. Like, I don't know why,
I don't know, I won't share everything, but we had a private conversation in DM, I don't know if you remember, but you mentioned something like that to me, and then you talked about for height reasons, like you feel like because you feel like you're shorter that you don't get those.
Yeah, and I'm not like the skinniest person. Like, you know, I've got some, you know, thicknificent lips like happening. You know, like it's a little great back there. She wears it well back there, but like, you know, I've just always felt like, okay, I don't always give model in my opinion of myself. Like, I'm very goofy all the time. Like, I'm making jokes all the time, but I just felt like in that show, like, I felt like a model. Like, I was like, okay, this is it. This is high fashion. This is exactly what I want to do. Like, this was like a dream. Like, I could tell myself. Yes, like when I was like 15, you know, and I was trying to like get casted by different, you know, agencies, and like having them tell me no, because it's like, oh, well, this, but you pay $500, $600. Like, yeah, you can be one of us. And I'm like, and I'm just like, you know, just being told no and feel like, okay, my walk was good though. So like practicing at night, like practicing during the day, like I was just felt so prepared but still nervous because I did not want to like, you know, be boring. Like I was like, don't let me be boring because all these women out here, ain't none of them boring, so don't let me be boring. I just felt it. That's all.
Anybody else? How do you think you did on the runway? That's mainly my question. How do you think you did on the runway?
I feel like it was, I'm not gonna say a lot against me because my outfit that I was supposed to wear never got made. So in my head,
and she wore it for a cover.
I was a little jelly. I was a little jelly, but you wore it well. So but in my head, I was practicing because I knew the material.
Oh, the
so
shimmy.
The way
it's like Daisha.
Yes. So the way I was practicing was for that shake, like all my moves and stuff. So when I was just like, Marie, just let me wear the jumpsuit.
Yeah.
I thank God that I could fit it, and I was like, look, this wasn't what I'm supposed to wear, but I'm about to give it.
You did.
And I'm about to give it all.
You did.
I remember
and I know that
I was crying inside.
y'all have not seen the show, right?
No.
Right. So it's uploaded on a YouTube, not my YouTube channel. And I'm gonna tell you why I didn't. I wanted y'all to see it before we had this talk, but you can see it today or whatever. I didn't put it up because I felt like some of y'all forgot everything we did and talked about in practice. The pose. Like, remember you supposed to like sometimes I could tell like in some of the walk. Well, first, before I even seen it, I'm gonna tell you what happened. Someone reached out to me and they said, "Oh, you had such a beautiful show," and then they said, the next time you have rehearsal, I'm gonna help your models walk. So I'm like, because I didn't see y'all walk. So I kind of took like, wait, because we done had all these practices. What do they mean?
Yeah.
So at that point, I still hadn't seen it, and I seen when you like, I don't know if you was in the moment, but you like threw your hands up, leg up at the end of the runway. I said, now we went through the whole. I said we went through the whole practice saying, don't do this. What happened?
Honestly, I was just going with the flow with everything.
Yeah.
Honestly,
You was feeling it.
Just with everything being crazy how it was, you know, and last minute, because originally, you know, I was supposed to, I think, walk first.
I think.
And I ended up walking last. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna just work with what I got and do my thing. You know?
Yeah, you did.
That's just really how it happened, honestly.
Yeah, no, you look pretty though. Don't get me wrong. I said, but what? And then I think too, what this person made this comment because a few of y'all tripped, right?
I definitely tripped.
It was a lot. Oh no, I didn't see
My
that.
heel went straight.
You didn't go on the ground.
I didn't go on the ground, but my heel went straight.
Oh, I didn't see that.
And when I'm talking about,
But too, I think what happened, and maybe I'm just being petty, but I blame it on not having the clothes still because we were supposed to have a dress. I was trying to think of a dress rehearsal, like that way you could have practice in your clothes because I feel like a lot of the stumbling that you guys did, it was the clothes. You didn't get a chance to, yes, you, but you know what? Even my family that saw you, they said, when I tell you she kept twirling, like they said, we seen it a little bit, but that was, like she stepped on the heel of the sleeve and then she picked it up and she just kept twirling away. So, yes, it was that, but overall, I think it looked beautiful, but I didn't post it because I didn't know how you guys would feel about seeing yourself stump, like me putting out a video that might not have showed everybody in the best light. So that's the only reason I didn't post it, because then I would have only been posting people who did well, and then some of y'all might feel like, well, why she didn't post me, or what, you know what I mean? Yeah.
My pictures, I was like, oh no, I know I can come hard.
not to mention, it was the size 10 shoes for me. I had so much tissue in my shoe, y'all. It was crazy. I was convinced it came out too.
What?
And my problem was I wear a size 9.5 and I had on a 7.
How did that happen?
Yeah.
Because they didn't have any other shoe to match.
But
what-
your shoe, I specifically bought for your foot. They still in my closet, and it's like a 9.5.
Nah, that wasn't a 9.5.
The original shoe was so bad.
That was a 9.5.
Oh, I don't know how. Maybe it was a couple shoes that looked the same, so maybe you just got the wrong
I
size.
think so, and I think someone wound up getting the one that, but it
Okay.
I mean, my feet looked fabulous in your Christian Louboutins, but they
Yeah. No, collectively though, you, and then who was it? Kiera? Yes. Y'all group looked good. And Kiera was the winner. She had the most people. She sold the most tickets. So she ended up getting a cover shoot for Gently On magazine. And she wore, the outfit was made then by another seamstress, praise God. And she wore the outfit you were supposed to wear, and she looked fantastic. She did.
She did my fantasy for me, and I thank you for that.
Yeah. Okay, so the other model, who was our model coach, so we can just dig in that. So that's another big pink ass elephant in the room. So, okay, purple. So, all right. So that model coach, I've known her. She actually walked in my very first fashion show. I've established a rapport and a relationship with her. Originally, she wasn't going to be in the show. She just wanted to do the choreography. And because she was doing so well, she was like, oh, Marie, I wish I could be in this show. I surprised her at the end to allow her to close the show. Like I told her, like our last rehearsal, I'm going to put you in the show and you can close it, because it was time she was coming to rehearsal and she was sick and she didn't feel good. And so I'm just like, she putting in the work. She wanted to be in the show. Close the show, girl, right? So that happened. And then, as y'all know, all this other stuff was happening. So when I come out at the end and I do my speech, half of it I forget to even thank my mom in the way that I wanted her to. It was a lot of stuff that I didn't remember. Well, like the next day or something, I see on social media, she's like putting stories up, and I'm like, who's she talking about? You know, I'm like, just follow me here. So she's like putting up stories and like, why you didn't thank me, and saying stuff like about someone being fake and this, that, and the third. So I see on Facebook, so that's Instagram. So I see on Facebook, oh, I made that shit shine and da 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 da. So I'm like, well, you got to be talking about shine bright like a diamond. Like what we got to be using the same words. Like, what's going on? What are you talking about? So I didn't accuse nothing. I got my pictures back immediately from one of the photographers, because my whole time I was going to put her on my page, which she's still there. So I put the post on the page. I thanked her. I gave her acknowledgement. Immediately, all that stuff is deleted. Immediately it's deleted. Then I get a conversation, and it's like, I just wanted you to know I was drunk. I said some things that I didn't want you or any of the other models to think that was about you. That was about another situation, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, I do believe that it was about me. I don't believe that that's accurate. Yeah. I said, I don't believe that is accurate. Like, I do believe it was about me. And then she was like, well, it wasn't, but I did feel some type of way because you didn't thank me publicly at the show.
Long story short, it was about you.
So she's like, I feel like you didn't thank me publicly. And and right now, girl, thank you. You did that with that choreography. I would not take away the credit that you did. But in that moment, I didn't think about you. Like, it was a lot going on. It was a lot going on. And I'm woman enough to say, like, whether it need to be sorry, whatever. But what you don't do, I don't do that social media stuff either. Like, if you have an issue, come on. Just say, I did feel some type of way that I feel like you should have thanked me, acknowledged me. And I would have been like, I am so sorry. And this what happened. Like, I could empathize with it more because she did put the work in and was paid. Okay? You was paid, right? So you was paid. You know what I mean? Because this was your service. You didn't have to come up with the choreography. I don't do choreographies, you know what I mean? So she did her thing with that, and I don't take that away from her. So anyway, so we have it didn't get ugly, but I'm just like, I wish you the best. And we parted ways, and that's it. And I did invite that individual here to say her side if she needed to, but she didn't respond, which is fine. But I'm past it, and good luck, to you and your future, and that's that. So I did hear that it was some falling backstage and crying and stuff like that. Did y'all witness that? Yeah, go ahead. Look right here.
Another photo shoot that I had done. So like that is like the only way that I knew her. But like I guess she took that as a let me dump all my problems on you backstage right before the show. Mm-hmm. And she did. Mm-hmm. And she really she accused you of like saying so many things and then like telling me things that were said about me apparently behind my back before the show.
What?
Yes, before the
What?
And what was
she was like, Marie said blah 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 about me. She was like, she didn't even like you from the beginning.
What?
And this was before the show, so like this
That's
even more.
no.
Like,
are you kidding me?
I was like, whoa.
Girl bless you. Go ahead.
And then she was like, I'm severely underpaid. I'm not getting this. I'm not getting that. Like, you don't understand what I've been going through. Like, I can't even start with like how much she hasn't given me credit on anything. And I was
She
just like,
drinking and I owe her a lot of that. So I went in and I was like, what? Like, she's down there crying.
And and like crying to me, telling me all of this the whole time. I was getting so uncomfortable because I was happy at the beginning.
See, and I think this is why she probably didn't come, because all this would come out. Because even in my DM, she was like, I just want to know why I was underpaid. And I said, I said, why was I only paid like $200? I said, ma'am, you was paid almost $6. And so she's like, because every time we had a practice, I paid you your hourly rate that you took. I'm gonna go by what you said. If you say this is what you charge, that's what I'm paying you.
It's really funny that she says that like it wasn't about you, or she didn't want anybody to feel that way with the amount of
I still got the screenshot, so. She lied.
She told me like afterwards all of this trying to like turn me against you too, when like I don't even know what happened, and like I don't care, to be honest. I know years from like what I
experienced, right?
Like, I get also as somebody in the modeling industry who is bigger, like I get so much shit all the time. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Period. I do not care.
No, you would definitely pick. First of all, you were ethnic and thicker. So even if, I mean, the scores were higher on you anyway, but that was one of the ones that I thought, like, if she don't get picked, this might have to work out anyway, because, yes, so that's not true.
Telling me have no professionalism at all, and tell me all of this right before the show, right before I'm supposed to walk. It's so frustrating.
Like the way you were looking
at everybody, and then like trying to tell me to like say all of this, and then like feeding all of this like random.
Well, she told me that her significant other, that she was very sorry, and that she was sorry to disrespect the wonderful woman that I am, and that her significant other had got in her head, because when she said she was underpaid or whatever, and then I showed her how I paid either through Zelle or PayPal or Cash App, whatever she wanted me to pay her at the time, she was like, oh, I forgot about that. So while you're putting it out there that I didn't pay you, don't do that. So, you know what I mean? Like,
it's so two-faced.
Yeah.
But I was the ending as well.
Oh, yeah.
You
Go
said the
ahead.
ending?
Yeah, it was the ending. Like at the end, like when we all went to the blue carpet to take that picture. Everybody's taking their picture. Everybody's having a good time. And right before I take my pictures, that's probably where I wasn't ready for any of my pictures. I don't know if you could tell or not, but I really wasn't ready. But it was like she was crying, and it was a lot of stuff going on. And like I'm a very emotional person when it comes to other people's emotions. So like I feel that energy, And
what are you crying for?
that's why I was asking her.
I'm confused because I'm sorry, Ashley, because I didn't even know it happened before. Because where I saw the whole outburst was after she got off the stage.
Right.
Because her shoes blocked off her foot.
Yeah.
And she that's what I saw. So me and Liam, we were off by the curtain because we were the last people, and we stood there, and she went on the other side of the curtain. She had a whole meltdown. And she said she threw the shoe flipped off my foot, and and I was out there doing your dress. Yeah, complaining about the dress. And while you're out there doing your speech, is like when I'm like, so I pulled over to the side, and she's just like, and she's listening, and she's on the side of the curtain. And Camille, you were by me at that moment, but you had walked around to the other side. And she was just like, right next to me, but you walked over there because you're trying to listen. Everybody's peeking through the curtain. And I'm like, shh.
Yeah, I had no parts of that.
You can't hear it. That was strike two. And that was strike two. Because that's what she was just like, is she not thinking me? Did she not? Did she not say it?
And I'm like,
Did she
girl.
not? So I was like, no, she's probably going to say her name in a second. And you didn't, but it was cool. And that's when it just...
The people who need to know.
I feel like that's the case. Y'all should have been individually thanked. She should have been individually thanked. It's just like,
But you weren't thinking about that.
I wasn't. It was so much. Yes.
Everything going on.
Yes.
It's everything going on for somebody to make it all about themselves.
It was sickening.
To that extent is ridiculous.
But
Yeah.
even not even knowing everything that went on, from my understanding, I mean, I know now that it wasn't like that, but I thought you and that person had such a great relationship. Why would you even need to thank you?
Right. That's what
As a matter of fact, backstage when I saw her, I hugged her backstage and I said, "Thank you again." And she was like, "Oh, of course, of course." So even the crying and stuff, you saw that? Yeah, I didn't know.
I didn't see it, but just to add, like, my experience when it comes to fashion shows, one person does not make this show.
No.
The point of a fashion show is to showcase the pieces or whatever it is that the designer is trying to showcase. So never, ever, it doesn't matter if you're a model coach, a hairstylist, makeup artist, it doesn't matter. The show will never be about you. Like, that's just standard.
I'm gonna be a little shady. When you got that one piece back, what did it smell like?
I just want to set the record straight. Yes. Camera A.
You're a professional model. You should not be smoking the corks in your outfit.
No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't.
What is the criteria?
That color don't say too much.
They don't say,
I digress.
That was funny.
I digress.
What's the tea?
I have literally like seen her multiple times, multiple practices.
Cut.
Thank you, like in every single practice, like the way you in practice is thank y'all for coming out. Everybody, thank you. I appreciate. And you said that every single. How many more thank yous?
do you need?
But I'm not understanding. Like you got to walk in it. You got
It's
to
exactly.
You're wearing. Can we get the picture? What else? Right.
She has to wear the coat.
You got
wear the coat. I almost wear the coat. She told me wear the coat.
Everybody to say what's on their mind.
Anything else? Okay. We finished?
I think we gave enough answers.
Final thoughts. Okay, so overall, first of all, again, thank y'all for coming and sharing this stuff. It's just, this is going to be good. Okay. Just final thoughts overall of the fashion show, your experience, your overall. Do you feel like you took away anything from this or what? Go ahead.
Me personally, when I say you set the standard,
Aww.
at least for me as a model, from the casting to rehearsals all the way up until the show and with everything happening. And one thing, I'm a very observant person, and my faith in God is everything, and I really admire that.
Oh,
Excuse me, I really admire that.
Cry.
I got you.
Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry.
So, just like I said, you set the standard. Like now, moving forward, when I'm seeking out, I don't even say I'm seeking because I'm really just allowing God to bring me what it is that He wants me to have. But just the way you communicate with your models, communicate with all of us, always were as transparent as you could be in the moment. I will forever and be grateful.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Y'all don't stop. Just don't let me cry. Anybody else?
I just want to piggyback on what Deja said. It was a phenomenal show in spite of all of what was going on. Because I just learned some things that I never knew what was going on.
Yeah.
I think I learned a lot. And my respect level has like shot up the roof for you, you know, on a whole different level. It was already there anyway, but on a whole nother level based on like all of what you had to go through. And it was a phenomenal show.
Thank you so much.
It was a phenomenal show.
I feel like it was a great show. It made me feel like I learned, like she said previously, I learned a lot that I didn't know. Like even though I already took classes and things like that within my younger years, it's always like it's never enough room to like. You can always perfect what you already know because it's all. No one person just knows everything. So like. Go to the next person, you learn something new. You meet this person and you learn something new. And like, that's basically how it was. I learned something new from like everyone. Like every single one of you guys, like I feel like we all taught each other something.
I was gonna say, I love that. Every time I do a project, I feel like I like when I see y'all still support each other. Like I'll see, y'all repost whatever you're doing in new projects and stuff, and like that's like one of my favorite parts of doing a project. It don't even really be about me or that project. I like seeing the bonds that seem genuine that are formed amongst the women or whoever I'm working with at the time. So thank you so much. This has been so much fun. Oh my God. Thank you. And the next show will be next year. I'm going to do a Sapphire Diamonds streetwear. Yeah. So now I got plenty of time to plan for it. Y'all know I did my whole melanin thing and that started doing a lot. So I didn't have time to I didn't want to just like split my focus and stuff. So I think now I'm at a place that I can properly plan and get what I want. And I have these images. So stay tuned. Casting call will be coming up sometime next year. So thank y'all again so much. Thank you. Bye, y'all. Okay.
I wish I had been more straight when I had started walking out. I was so worried about the turns while walking down the stage because that stage was slippery, and then with those heels and how much tape I had to put in, I'm surprised I didn't fall. Okay. There's the slip. I remember that a little slip happened in the middle, and with that dress, the jumpsuit, it was so beautiful, but walking on it was not easy. And I'm so surprised that I was able to actually walk through it without tripping as much as I did. I tripped once. That's good enough for me.
Okay, entrance. Okay. Yes. Prince. I listened to that song every night before I went to bed. Okay, that was a spin. Okay, a little bit of a fumble, but she did that. She was able to get it back. Beautiful. And exit. Oh, yeah. Yes. The girls did amazing. I enjoyed my time with this show. Absolutely. It definitely set the bar high. Turn around. Come up. Probably should have left that out. My overall feelings for this show was that it was an absolute honor to be a part of, and really in any capacity. I had a wonderful experience being able to walk the blue carpet and mix and mingle with everyone that was outside and just get to know the girls and really see Marie's vision come to play.
What's up, y'all? So my experience of Sapphire Diamonds was exquisite, luxurious, never been done before, but really original. No, it was really, really fun. I feel very humbled and very blessed to have opened the show. You know, the garments were delightful, and just like the way it flowed off my body, like, ooh, I was her, for real. I was definitely her. So I really was thankful of Marie Antoinette, Kiera Brianna for my hair, Brianna Alessandro for the makeup. Like, I felt like that girl, so I really loved it.
My experience with the Sapphire Diamond Fashion Show was one to completely remember, even my slip-ups. It's cool. A couple of times I had to experience a mental inspiration, a spiritual inspiration, and just now having a whole new family. These girls that I've been around have been now my friends, my sisters, and everything else. So thanks so much, Marie.
Hi, my name is Daisha, and I have had an amazing experience here with the Sapphire Diamonds Fashion Show. It honestly has set the bar for me moving forward with every other fashion show that I will attract. And I'm just excited to have met some wonderful ladies and just work with Marie Antoinette. She is truly a blessing, so I'm excited.
I just want to say that it's been a year, 1 year, and I've done plenty of other projects after this. None have come close to the caliber that this project has given, okay? If I could give a note to any up-and-coming model, every opportunity isn't a good opportunity unless it has Marie Antoinette's name on it. Then that's something different.
Hey, I'm Marie Antoinette, and my final thoughts on the Sapphire Diamonds show was I believe that it was a successful show after hearing all the models' feelings and thoughts on it, and I'm just so grateful for all of them who remained dedicated, committed to the project, and just stuck in there with me. Yeah, and so stay tuned for next year's Sapphire Diamond Streetwear. Cheers to Sapphire Diamonds.